After the end of a violent cosmic war, a strange silence took over. But this silence wasn't normal. Goten began to feel something strange in his body, a pain pulsing from his lower back. At first, he thought it was just exhaustion, but the pain intensified until he collapsed to the ground. A powerful scream and an energy began to erupt from him in an incomprehensible way.
Trunks suddenly stops. His eyes widen. Goten? He doesn't hesitate. He rushes toward him immediately. His heart pounds rapidly. When he arrives, he sees the scene. Goten on the ground, his body trembling. Right before Trunks' eyes, a Saiyan tail begins to grow.
Trunks freezes in shock. This is impossible. Goten isn't supposed to have a tail? But before he can understand what's happening, Goten lifts his head toward the sky. The moon was shining unnaturally.
Goten stands completely still, only his eyes fixed on the moon. Trunks stands behind him, stunned, not knowing what to do. Goten? No response. Goten's tail moves continuously, a violent tremor. Then Goten begins to scream, a sound that tears through the silence.
Trunks steps back. No, this is impossible. Goten's body begins to grow, his muscles expanding, the air around him collapsing. Sharp teeth emerge. His body grows even more until his form completely changes. The aura isn't normal. Its color, golden.
This isn't a normal Ozaru. This is a Super Saiyan Ozaru. A power multiplied beyond reason. A savage roar shakes everything. The ground trembles. Trunks stares, unable to believe it. Goten has transformed into a giant. Goten Ozaru slowly turns toward Trunks. His eyes glow, terrifyingly. Trunks freezes in place. This isn't Goten. Suddenly, Goten slams the ground. An explosion shakes the area. Then he charges straight toward Trunks. Trunks flies back to avoid the blow. Goten is no longer conscious. Everything before him is a target for destruction. Trunks tries to stop him. Goten, it's me, Trunks, wake up! But just one hit. Trunks is crushed and thrown far away. Goku was sleeping peacefully, snoring, lost in his dreams, until he suddenly sensed a powerful energy. Goku suddenly stops. That energy? Goten? He instantly teleports to the scene. He looks at the monster before him, but his heart refuses to believe it. This is my son? He looks toward Trunks, lying far away. Trunks, what happened to Goten? But before he could get an answer, Goten attacks without hesitation, and Goku is forced to fight. This confrontation is not between enemies, but between a father and his son. Goku gathers his energy. One strike could end everything. But at the last moment, Goten's eye changes. A tear falls. Goku freezes. Does he strike or risk it and wait until morning? A few days earlier, it all began quietly. Goten was sitting alone, but something inside him felt incomplete. Not power, but origin. Inside Bulma's lab, among machines and glowing screens, he finds an old file. Neglected recordings about planet Vegeta, about a history he was never told. He plays it. Images appear. Warriors with tails. Then, a terrifying transformation. A giant creature. Red eyes. Uncontrollable power. Goten leans closer to the screen, his eyes shining. Is this our true origin? The footage loops. Once, twice, dozens of times. Goten whispers, if this is our true power, why did no one tell me? He looks out the window. The moon hangs still in the sky, but in his eyes, it's not just the moon. It's a key. Goten is no longer just searching for power, but for the origin of Saiyan strength. And this path won't be safe. In the midst of the final war, when Shenron gathered, Goten was there. Silent, thinking, not about victory, nor defeat, but about his origin. He steps forward. I want a tail.
A simple voice, but behind it, a deep desire. Like my people, the dragon looks at him. Then, a soft light appears, surrounding Goten's body. He closes his eyes, waiting. Seconds pass. Then, nothing. The light fades. Goten slowly opens his eyes, looks at his body. No tail, no change. Nothing happened? I can't even have this? His hands drop, hope fading, and with time, he forgot about it. Or so he thought. But wishes don't always disappear. Some of them wait for the right moment. Until the moment came when he finally transformed into a golden ozaru. A wish fulfilled, too late, and in a way, far more dangerous than he ever imagined. The battle continues. Goku stands with difficulty. In front of him, Goten the Golden Ozaru, a savage aura, power completely out of control. Suddenly, Goten strikes Goku, sending him flying. The ground cracks as he crashes. Goku slowly gets up, wiping blood from his mouth. Goku, he's incredibly strong. I'll need to raise my power. His aura explodes. He transforms. Goten is still out of control, his voice beastly. Goku looks up at the sky. The fastest solution: destroy the moon. But a faint light appears on the horizon. Dawn. There's not much time left. Suddenly, Goten appears right in front of him. A strike, then another, then a relentless barrage. Goku is sent flying again. He hits the ground, rolls, but he stands up again. Hold on, Goten. I know you're still in there. Goten roars and charges again. And in that moment, the morning light begins to rise. Goten's massive body begins to shrink. The savage aura fades. The tail, it disappears. Goten collapses to the ground, his body returning to normal, unconscious. Goku exhales in relief. But his expression changes from relief to confusion. How did Goten get a tail? That's not possible. This has never happened before. That transformation was different. Ozaru, but with another kind of power. Suddenly, Vegeta arrives at incredible speed. Then he sees Trunks, lightly injured, but standing. Vegeta, sharply. Trunks, are you all right? Vegeta turns to Goten. Trunks, what happened here? Trunks takes a deep breath, still shaken. He looks at Goten. I'm not completely sure, but Goten grew a tail. Then he transformed into a giant. A serious look, completely out of control. Vegeta freezes in place. His eyes widen. What? He quickly steps toward Goten, examining him closely. How? Goten wasn't even born with a tail. I was thinking the same thing. His transformation wasn't normal. This isn't just a transformation. Something interfered. On Beerus' planet, Beerus, asleep as usual. But suddenly, his eyes snap open. He sits up quickly, breathing heavily. What was that dream? He looks around, as if searching for something that isn't there. Who was that? He stands up immediately and walks out. Outside, Whis stands calmly, as if he was waiting for him. A faint smile on his face. Whis. Good morning, Beerus-sama. Did you sleep well? Beerus doesn't answer right away. His eyes are still tense. No, I saw something strange. Someone awakening. But it wasn't just a person. His eyes narrow. Something inside him. A power. His fist trembles. A power that destroys me. Whis raises an eyebrow slightly. Destroys you? That's quite an unusual dream. Beerus turns sharply. It wasn't just a dream. I felt it, as if it were real. Whis looks up at the sky, then closes his eyes for a moment. Sensing something, faint, distant, he slowly opens his eyes. Whis, calmly. It seems your intuition isn't wrong this time. Beerus freezes. What do you mean? There really is something awakening. Something on Earth. Beerus freezes. Memories of the dream rush back. Blood, destruction, defeat. His fist clenches. We need to go see Goku and Vegeta. On Earth, Vegeta takes a step forward, his eyes locked on Goku. If you're afraid for him, then leave his training to me. Goku is surprised. You? Vegeta smirks. I'm the only one here who understood the ozaru, lived it, and mastered it. Goku looks at Goten, lying on the ground, and you can guarantee he won't lose control? Vegeta answers instantly. No, but I guarantee he'll learn or he'll destroy himself. Goten slowly lifts his head. Dad, I want to understand this power. I don't want to be weak against it. Finally, a Saiyan who understands his roots. Goku nods. All right, Vegeta, I trust you. Vegeta turns slightly, as if he doesn't care. But his tone says otherwise. Don't worry, I'll make him a true warrior. As Goten stands up, Vegeta suddenly narrows his eyes, staring directly at his back. Wait, Goku turns. What? Vegeta points. His tail. Everyone looks. Goten's back, empty. No sign it was ever there. Goten, confused. A tail? But I don't have one. Trunks steps forward quickly. It was there! I saw it with my own eyes! He points urgently. It appeared suddenly. Then you transformed. Goten freezes. Fragments of memory flash in his mind. The moon, the pain, the power. He places his hand on his chest. I felt it, as if it was part of me. Vegeta murmurs. Not a real tail, but a temporary manifestation. A power that appeared, then vanished. But that means he looks directly at Goten. It can appear again. And next time, there won't be a second chance for mistakes. Goten swallows nervously. He doesn't tell them the truth, that it might have been his wish. And for now, no one knows whether it truly came true or if this is something far more mysterious. Remote area, the beginning of a training unlike anything before. The sky is still. No one else around. Vegeta stands firmly, Goten in front of him. Their eyes meet. Vegeta, sharp tone. Listen carefully. What we're about to do isn't ordinary training. Goten says nothing, just watches with focus. Behind him, no tail. Vegeta continues. Ozaru isn't just a transformation, it's instinct. So we're going to uncover the secret behind your tail, why it appears and disappears. His gaze sharpens, because if you don't control it, it will destroy you. Suddenly, Vegeta fires energy into the sky. A white light floods the heavens, as if replacing the moon with his own power, tricking Goten's subconscious into seeing it as a real moon. Goten raises his head. Not knowing that a full moon is the trigger, his instinct activates automatically. Light reflects in his eyes. His body begins to tremble. Energy rises. Bones stretch, muscles expand. Then the tail appears again. But Vegeta cuts the energy. Goten returns to normal instantly. What happened? Why did you stop? Because I want you to release that power and control it. How do I do that? I can't control my energy like that. It's not that complicated. In the moment you gather and compress your energy, release it immediately. Try. Goten gathers energy in his hand, then releases it. It builds up, reaches a limit, then explodes. Vegeta, pressure creates explosion. So you must release it before it starts crushing you. You have to feel it. Understand?
All right, I'll try again. He closes his eyes, gathers energy again, and releases it instantly toward the sky. This time, it flows smoothly. Goten. Yes, I did it! Now, look at your energy. Goten looks, and suddenly his body begins trembling again. Energy rises, bones stretch, muscles expand, the tail appears. Goten Ozaru emerges, a massive giant. But something is different. No wild attacks, no immediate destruction. It's resisting. Vegeta watches calmly, but his eyes miss nothing. Good. He's starting to control it. With each transformation, Goten uses more awareness. Suddenly, his aura changes. The air grows heavy. The energy around him shifts. Not just Ozaru power, something deeper, older. A darker color begins to emerge. In an instant, Goten screams, a scream that tears through the silence. His aura erupts. Energy surges in every direction. The ground shakes violently. The air itself rips around him. Vegeta takes half a step back. His eyes widen. What is this? He looks closely. Did he lose control again? He's still screaming, but his voice changes. The energy rises abnormally. Lightning explodes around him, striking the ground, tearing open deep cracks. Even the sky looks like it's splitting apart. In the distant city, people stop. Buildings shake, windows rattle. One resident looks around in fear. What's happening? Is this an earthquake? Another shouts, "No, this isn't normal." In the sky, the flash of energy is visible from afar, like a stellar explosion. Vegeta grits his teeth. Damn it, this isn't just Ozaru power. He raises his hand, ready to intervene, but he stops. His eyes narrow. No, this is a test. Goten slams the ground. An explosion shakes the entire area. Then, Goten appears through the dust. His form looks smaller. Did he return to normal after that scream? But Goten looks completely different. A new aura. Perfect control over his energy. This isn't normal. It's Ozaru Super Saiyan 3. His hair, longer. His gaze, steady. Complete control. Vegeta's eyes widen. True shock. How did he reach this level so fast? Even Super Saiyan 3? Goten stands still, calm, terrifyingly calm. His aura moves slowly, as if it obeys him. Elsewhere, on Earth, Whis and Beerus appear to investigate the nightmare Beerus had. Goku turns. Beerus? Whis? Before he can finish, everyone freezes. Sudden silence, a presence, hits them. Not just power, existence. Whis narrows his eyes. Goku smiles. That energy. He looks in one direction. Goten, Beerus, what happened here? Goku stands before Beerus and Whis, his tone serious this time. My son Goten suddenly grew a tail, and then he transformed into an Ozaru. Whis slightly raises his gaze, then turns to Beerus. Beerus-sama, this power is very primitive. It's connected to the ancient history of the Saiyans. Beerus narrows his eyes, as if recalling something distant. Yes, I remember well, but there's a clear rule. He looks directly at Goku. A Saiyan must be born with a tail, and Goten wasn't. That's exactly what confused me. That's why I left him with Vegeta. He's the only one who truly understands that transformation. Beerus. If this power is real, then it means something from the past has returned. He suddenly turns. Let's go! We need to see this for ourselves! Whis smiles. As you wish, Beerus-sama. They vanish. In an instant, Beerus, Whis, and Goku arrive. The air trembles the moment they appear. Goku freezes. His eyes widen as he sees Goten. Goku, shocked. How did he reach this level? Vegeta crosses his arms. I haven't even started yet. He evolved at an abnormal speed. He turns toward Beerus. And what brings you here? Beerus doesn't answer immediately. He just stares at Goten, a deep, analyzing gaze. This is interesting. Ozaru, Super Saiyan 3. Whis adds calmly. That means the power of Super Saiyan 3 combined with Ozaru, a massive amplification, potentially dozens of times greater. Beerus smiles with excitement. Excellent. So this is the energy that appeared suddenly. He steps forward. You there, boy. Come, let's see this power. Goku quickly intervenes. No, Beerus! He hasn't fully mastered it yet. Beerus waves his hand dismissively. Relax. Consider this his training. Goten hears the word training. His eyes shine. Excitement ignites within him. If this will make me stronger. Beerus smirks. Come on, attack me. Without hesitation, Goten moves. A flash of speed. He appears right in front of Beerus. A direct punch. Beerus dodges effortlessly. A second strike, then a third. A rapid chain of attacks. But Beerus moves smoothly, avoiding everything, as if he's playing. Suddenly, Goten vanishes, reappears behind Beerus, strikes, but Beerus disappears and reappears behind Goten. One strike lands clean. Goten crashes into the ground. The earth cracks, dust rises. Silence for a moment. Beerus looks down. Good speed, but not enough.
At the center of the crater, Goten lies on the ground, his body completely still, unconscious, his aura gone entirely.
Goku and Vegeta are shocked. Goku steps forward. All right, Beerus, that's enough. I think the training is over for today. Beerus doesn't even look at him. His eyes remain fixed on Goten. No, training hasn't even started yet. Vegeta slowly turns, looking toward Whis, a questioning look. Whis smiles, a faint smile, but full of meaning. Are you trying to push him to it, Beerus-sama? Goku frowns. Push him to what?
Beerus smiles. Yes, I'll try, as long as he keeps evolving this fast.
What do you mean? What is he gonna reach? Just leave it, Kakarot, and watch. We'll see by the end of this training. Goku freezes. He looks at Goten. Everyone knows something, except him.
A heavy silence dominates the area. Everyone stares at Goten, lying on the ground. Then, suddenly, Goku's eyes widen in shock. Goten? Slowly, Goten opens his eyes. His breathing is heavy, but he smiles. He places his hand on the ground and slowly begins to stand up. His body trembles from the pain, yet his eyes are filled with determination.
Finally, he stands. He wipes the blood from his mouth. So, this is what training is like. He raises his head toward Beerus. Well then, I'm ready for it! Suddenly, Goten screams. A powerful roar shakes the sky. His energy rises once again, but this time far more violently. The ground trembles, the air distorts, and lightning explodes around him. Everyone watches in shock. Even Whis slightly raises an eyebrow. Goku smiles without realizing it, clear pride visible in his eyes. As for Vegeta, a faint smirk appears on his face. That cub, from that lion. He really is just like Kakarot. Goku scratches his head and laughs lightly. I guess you're right. But Beerus does not laugh. He simply stares at Goten with complete focus, as if he's seeing something that the others still haven't noticed. And as Goten's scream continues, his power begins to surpass the limits of the transformation itself. Even Beerus could no longer remain completely steady under that overwhelming force. His eyes widened slightly. What is this power? The ground beneath him cracked. The sky trembled. He stared directly at Goten. This surpasses Ultra Instinct. Whis narrowed his eyes. For the first time, his calm expression changed. I can feel it. The power of the primordial soul is manifesting within him. Then, he emerged. A strange form, a transformation beyond normal understanding. Goten was no longer the same. His body looked calmer, but infinitely more dangerous. A Saiyan tail moved slowly behind him. His aura deep, heavy, ancient. Not violent like before, but absolute. Then, suddenly, Whis' staff began to glow. A strange divine light pulsed from it. Whis looked down immediately, his expression sharpened. He gently shook the staff. It seems my father wants to say something. Whis, listen carefully. All of existence is in danger, especially the Saiyans. What is this mysterious threat that has fallen upon the Saiyans? And has Goten truly reached a level of power great enough to defeat even the gods of destruction? You can also add your own theories to the story. Share your opinions in the comments about the villainous character you'd like to see in the story who threatens the Saiyans.
And see you next time.
I'd like to show appreciation for this project, which takes an incredible amount of time and effort, from writing my scripts to designing the characters and locations, then the long editing process, including sound effects, image and video animation, visual effects, and many other details. I truly hope for your support, and thank you all so much.